Macro-level policies tell on the viability of the projects, especially those promoted by smaller players, while micro-level policies have a bearing on the top line as well as the bottom line growth of the larger companies. Ostensibly, the larger players with deep pockets and staying power are able to wait till the tide turned. Many of the real estate players this channel spoke to also reiterated the claim that the tide will turn very soon. The confidence the industry has about the good times to come is based on the substantial lowering in the global crude prices. Raw material prices for the construction sector has shot through the roof, and in spite of government intervention, the fact that steel producers have not been able to peg domestic prices to those prevailing in international markets only testifies to the endemic nature of Indian industry. Bijay Kumar Agrawal, Managing Director of Salarpuria and Satva Group, and Rakesh Salarpuria, Vice Chairman of Salarpuria Group of Companies, which is setting up a luxury apartment complex in Bangalore called Green Age, spoke exclusively to real estate television to explain the intricacies of the economic slowdown, inflation, and other major issues of the day.
As long as the inflation is going up, the interest rates can't come down. And without the interest rates, the real estate is in for trouble for the time being. The investors are shying away from the market because the loans are not easily available. The rates of interest has gone pretty high. And at least for the next 6 months, I don't see that the interest rate would come down. But then with the oil prices slightly easing at times, we hope that it should come down to $70, $75. And probably that would take care of the inflation, and then things probably would start moving again back.
Raw material prices has gone since about 6 months, 25% steel, which we were buying at about 28,000 rupees per ton. Now it has been 48 to 52,000 rupees per ton. That's impact in the construction industry is huge. Even the cement prices. Cement prices was been 150, 160 rupees. Now we are the same for 242 to 250 rupees. And last 6 months to 9 months, about construction prices has been jumped about 20 to 25%. And because of the inflation, second big worried is that because of the interest rate has gone up, EMI has been gone up. So the affordability of the common people is going beyond of the things. It is not in their reach. It is going beyond of their reach.
The spike in interest rates have affected not just the home loan sector but also project finance. An industry which was awash with speculative buyers a few months ago today has only actual users.
You know, the two things has happened in the industry. One is that the interest rate has gone up, and because of the interest rate has gone, sale has come down 30%, 35%. So the price which was going at about 2 months, 3 months, every 2-3 months, 10% hike, that is stopped. Rather, it has been on a down, little bit on a slow side, and the construction cost has gone up. So the builder is affecting in the two. Sale is less and the cost is more. So margin has become thinner and thinner day by day. That's a big worried things and all.
Investors were a big player in this market, but now investors are shying away because of interest rates.
Yeah.
Now it's the actual users who are basically buying properties. Because of the interest rates, it's not affordable. Because the increase in the real estate selling price or the return on investment is not good enough for them to keep investing in properties.
But will the small developers suffer most as they have been leveraged, and the projects which solely depend on advances from customers might suffer long delays because of the tepid customer interest, especially in affordable home segment, which is dependent on home loans?
People, smaller developers are facing it now, started facing it. The days will come in 2-3 months time, some more developers who has been not planned properly, small developers. They will be in a cash crunch and all. So another 6 months I will see this type of things will be coming in your knowledge. But things should be better in the second quarter of March after that, when India will complete the elections and the America election, US election will be over. I think second quarter of March 09 should start thinking looks better.
To add to the industry's woes, climate change has also played havoc with the water resources in the country, and the construction industry always becomes the first victim in government policy on water conservation. Power crunch across the country has made not just construction difficult, but even affected customer interest when it comes to costly captive power generation in townships and standalone real estate projects.
Power and the infrastructure has been always a problem. We have the airports rather than the flights. We have the flights prior to the airports. So power, any infrastructure project power project that you want to develop is going to take a minimum of 3 to 5 years for developing it. But still, the government has not done much to We are basically relying on the captive powers here, basically.
Bangalore is not facing that water severe problem, and the power it was facing last month. But this month, because fortunately Karnataka got a good rain. I don't think so. Karnataka will face the power and water problem.
On the other hand, the developer community finds acquiring land much better than getting approvals from state bodies. The delay in approvals can make the project unviable as interest paid on acquisition of land start to mount from day one.
More than getting the land, getting the approvals and all was big task. Still it is a big task, but the new government definitely looking this matter. Definitely they will do it. In acquiring the land, you are not losing anything. But after you acquire the land, the moment your outflow has happened, the day the interest has been on, your meter is on. But if the approval will take 2 years or 1.5 years time, that will be killed the builder's margin, again one more setback for the builder. So builders is where the setback for that getting the approvals and all, they are about 1 year, 1.5 years. Then the interest rate has gone up, then the construction material has gone up. So everywhere the builder community is thinking that we are getting it excused day by day. Then the time will come when we have to give the money for margin from our pocket itself. It is like that situation.
In spite of all the testing times, real estate and construction industry has not had to cut down on prices in many of the prime areas in the country, even while office rentals send mixed signals. Everyone hopes the developers, construction industry, as well as customers will regain their lost glory. Anil Nair, Real Estate Television, Bangalore.